Hey, I'm James Heimbach, Product Manager for the Pipeline Execution Group at GitLab. I wanted to provide an update on the work that we've done over the 15.0 milestone around visibility to the CI/CD minutes and the shared runner duration. So this is a follow-up to the recording that I posted in April, and I'll cross-link to that in both so that you can see both and see where we were and where we are today. So I'm going to share my screen and kind of show where we're at. So similar to the last video, this is in my personal namespace, and this is just within the preferences and then the usage quotas, and that's where we're starting from. So I am happy to say that this view does now include the shared runner duration. So you're able to see that. You're going to see this tabbed treatment here and in some other places. So you can look at your CI/CD minutes and your shared runner usage in the same spot, not toggling between different pages back and forth. You will notice that we do still have a bug, or that there is a bug where we default to an hold view. The team is working on a fix for that so that you get the latest data right away. So don't be concerned if you land on this page and you see no usage, you're just looking at not the latest date. So we can see that we have the CI/CD minutes as well as the shared runner usage. We do still have a bug where shared runner usage is showing the wrong month. It's off by a month here. You'll see this graph kind of jump around. High CI/CD usage in April of 36 minutes, and that matches up with high CI/CD usage in February here. And this is just off by a month. So really April is what is counting for May. So that's still a bug there. We do have the usage by project includes both our CI/CD minutes and our shared runner usage. And this graph is now sorted by the CI/CD minute usage descending. So you're going to see your projects that have the most usage on top. This matches with what the table underneath it is showing for the current month as well. And so now this is going to exclude projects that have 0 minutes. You're not going to see those in here because they're not of value to you as you're looking for what's using my minutes over the course of this month. So now this will be sorted so that you can scroll through and quickly see which are the projects that are taking all of the minutes. And we have that graph as well for our shared runner. So I wanted to call out the difference here between these two. So you can see my blog project here only has a couple of shared runner minutes, but no CI/CD minutes. And I'm going to reiterate what I said on the last video. That is because we're not counting those CI/CD minutes yet for projects created for July of 2021. We are going to change that on June 1st. So on June 1st, all public projects will have their CI/CD minutes counted. So as you're getting closer to that and you want to understand what projects are using, now you can look at that shared runner usage. I can see that the pipelines I've run this month so far took about 2 minutes, not too much. And so I can make that calculation and figure out how much of my CI/CD minute quota they're going to consume. The other bug that I want to call out here is the shared runner usage. This is not 700 minutes, this is 700 seconds. The team already has a change open, and I'm hopeful by early next week that this will be showing minutes across the board. We're really sorry that this isn't labeled of what it's using and what that calculation is incorrect. So we'll get that fixed up right away on gitlab.com. So I wanted to call out, those are the improvements that we've made over the last month or so that we're really excited about and wanted to share. And I'm going to move over to the group page now as well, because you're going to have projects that aren't necessarily part of your user namespace, they're part of a group namespace. So this view looks very familiar. Everything is under the pipelines tab now. We've gotten rid of that shared duration tab because we're using that same view of CI/CD minutes usage and shared runner usage so that you can see all of it in one spot. Same bugs persist here of defaulting to the older date first. So you need to click to get to 2022, and then you'll see the most recent, as well as the month date. This is really data for May, not April, showing my minutes here of 26 shared runner duration and 19 rather CI/CD minutes. Same things exist here. We're sorting this graph again by the CI/CD minutes descending. So you can see which of your projects are the ones consuming those minutes. I did want to call out again, you see a little bit of a difference here with the shared runner usage here showing 7.6, but the CI/CD minutes showing 0. And that's because of that cost factor that we're going to apply. So all those public projects that are getting shifted over and all of the public projects today are using a cost factor to actually calculate the CI/CD minutes. So you have more shared runner duration than the 400 CI/CD minutes. And I'll link to our documentation that explains that cost factor calculation and the current cost factor as it exists today in the description of this video. We do have a bug here where CI/CD minute usage isn't up at the top, which it does show that on the namespace, so that'll get fixed up as well. And then same table here where we're sorting by that CI/CD minutes usage descending, so you can more easily scroll through and look at what is using your minutes. And if a project doesn't use any shared runner or CI/CD minutes for the month, it's not going to show up in the table. And then one of the next enhancements that the team is going to be working on is getting that table view for past months, not just the current month, so that historically you can look back and see how much did these projects use over time, as much as we have the data for it. So those are some of the changes that we've made in 15.0 in the Python execution team to those two pages. I'll link to the April video, which has a bunch of the issues descriptions, or the issues rather, that talk about this work, as well as the epic that's tracking all of this work, and the documentation link. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment on the video. I'm keeping track of that, or you can email me at jheimbuch@gitlab.com, and I'll include my email address in the video description. Thanks so much.